Okay, so should I press any
Okay.
button? It's
No,
recording.
that's it. It says we're live now.
Yes, you're live.
Okay.
So it's already recording then.
Yeah, that looks like it's done now. So I think we're in action.
Okay. It's my first time broadcasting. Okay, so let's
Okay.
so let's get the instructions for the homework, right?
Yep.
So after what
All right. So back on that that same page where you got the clone instructions from. All right. So it's saying what we're going to do first is run bundle install without production.
Okay.
And then do a rake db migrate.
Okay. Are you going to run? Or I can do it. But just get in the folder, right?
Yeah, that's right. Get into the right folder.
Okay.
And then a bundle install without production. Yeah.
Okay. Fetching data. Installing bybug. Okay, great.
All right, then run the rake db migrate.
Okay. Rake db migrate. So this is going to create our database, right? Or no?
Yeah, this is going to if we go over to the this under this folder. Well, you probably can't see my screen, but under that Rotten Potatoes Rail intro, there's a DB folder. Under that, there's a migrate folder, and if you look at that in that migrate file there, that's what running DB migrate is going to do. It's going to run this migrate against the database and make sure that this table and these fields are created for us.
Okay. Okay, so we just run it.
Yeah, so we can see that create movies was run. So it's created the table movies.
Great. Let's say, okay, self-check question. How does Rails decide where and how to create a development database? Check DB subdirectory.
Yeah, so under the
schema RB file, right?
Yeah, well, the schema file gets created when we run that migrate. So that tells us the state of the database at the moment.
Okay.
All right, but the actual migrate file will be what happens. So we can create new migrate files and they'll be run in order. So if we wanted to add a field to this database, we could create a new migrate file. And Rails keeps track of which migrates have already been run, and it'll only run the new ones. So if we want to come back later and add a new field, we just add an extra migration.
Okay.
And we just run that rake db migrate again. It'll run anything that hasn't been run before and update the database for us.
So, but can I use this again? No.
If you run it again, I won't do anything because it's already it's already run.
So how does Rails decide where and how to create development database? So it checks the schema file, right? It should be this file on the version control. Okay. What tables got created by migration? The table movies. Okay.
Yeah.
Movies table. How insert seed data to database initial data items that the app needs to run? GB seed. Now insert. Okay, so this DB seed is going to do what?
The DB seed. There's another file there under the database or the DB folder called seeds. This is basically just a list of records that it's going to put into the database, just the development database.
Oh, I see. It's like the start data, right? You start the.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. So let's run. Where's the bash? Here. Paste. Okay. So now, self-check question. What seed data was inserted and specified? Think, rake, Steve, explain seed task. Rake minus T db. Also, this is going to show what was executed on this seed.
Rake minus T basically lists all the commands that rake can do. So if you do rake minus T db seed, it'll just list out what that command is.
So can I use it?
Yeah, you can run that. It's just bring back a little comments for what that does.
Rake seed, load the seed data from seed. Oh, okay.
And if you just do rake minus T, it'll list all the commands that you can run with rake.
All right. DBC setup.
All right, so you can do, if you just want to see the DB ones, you can do rake minus T DB. All right, so there are all the different database commands we can run.
Okay, just to check, right? This rake is the main command for the migration, right?
Yeah, you run rake to do all sorts of tasks. So all these things. When you're trying to create a migration or run the migration, then you do it with rake. It's like a automation tool.
I see. So now you're going to run our server, right?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Paste. Okay. Let's see. Oh, nice. Rotten Potatoes, the movie and Team Eternal. It's nice.
Okay, so that's the seed data that we put in. If we hadn't run rake db seed, there'd be nothing in here.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so that's just it. You prepare the environment and deploy to Heroku, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, let's do that. So if you have deployed to Heroku before, just create a new app, container, call. Well, I have deployed to Heroku before, so.
So you've already done that? Okay, we'll just do the Heroku create.
Yes, so just need to do this, right?
Yeah.
It's
if you've already got your SSH keys done.
Yes. So. Oh, you did it?
No, I haven't done it yet. This is still the server running. So
server running.
Control C to break the server.
Okay. Heroku creating app. Okay. So.
Okay, so we should be able to click on that link.
This, right? Okay. Heroku, welcome to new app. Is it?
Oh, we haven't actually pushed anything to it yet.
Oh, that's true. So should we start git init here and push it?
We don't need to do git init because that's already done because we've already got the git repo. Let's see what it'll tell us what to do. So I've got that. We just need to do a git push Heroku master.
Okay. So should we just test the status first?
Yeah.
Okay. So git push origin.
No, Heroku. Origin's trying to push it back to GitHub.
Oh, that's true. Like this.
Yeah.
Okay. Coffee script. I've listened about this coffee script. That's the first the gen I want to learn later.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm trying to learn JavaScript and jQuery plugins and things at the moment. I think CoffeeScript would be easier.
Yeah, that's true. It's taking some time. Let me just open the hold on. It's my 7-year-old daughter.
Okay.
Oh, hi. Tá aqui procurando a chave. Tô numa conferência. Deixa aí. Leve o Juju pra lá. E aí, foi bom o aniversário? Okay, let's finish. So, how can we just check the Heroku? It's this link?
Yeah, it's this link here, the Agile Journey 49887.
Sorry, something went wrong. So we should run it first from Heroku.
Okay, we've got to do the DB migrate on Heroku first.
Oh, I see.
So it should tell us that. Next, here we go. Okay, yeah. So we've got to do. So the next step is Heroku run rake DB migrate.
So I should go to the Heroku web page. No, I should run from here.
Just from Cloud9.
Okay. So I've never run.
All right, so we're going to run the rake DB migrate, but we want to run that on the Heroku server. So we can all we do to run that on the Heroku server, we do Heroku run, and then rake DB migrate.
Okay. Heroku run. DB. I don't remember the command exactly. VB.
Yeah, it was space DB. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, you can go. No problem. You can type.
Okay.
DB semicolon, right?
Do you want me to type or you type?
No, you can type.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay.
Right, so that'll run the DB migrate on the Heroku server.
Okay, great. Yes, I just run those. Okay, sorting schema.
It's the same thing. We can say it did the create table movies.
Create the table, and then we need to run the seeds. The seeds, right?
Yeah, and we can put the seeds in as well.
Okay.
So same thing. Heroku run rake DB seed.
Heroku run rake.
Yeah.
DB seed.
That's it.
Just it. Seeds.
Yeah, that's
right?
it. Was it? I'm gonna look at the. It does have no seed, no S. Just seed.
Oh, seed. Okay. Okay, that's it.
Okay, so we're adding in our movies.
Okay, so maybe now we can.
Yeah, we should be able to go to that Heroku page now and not have that same error.
Okay. That's working now.
And we do, yeah, that's working. So there we go. Our Rotten Potatoes app is on Heroku.
Great. So should I click on this link? Check. Oh, it's already working. Delete. Back to movie list. Okay. So git push Heroku master. We've done that. Where migrate seed. Okay. So let's go to part 1. Sort of the list of movie, 15 points. On the list of all movies page, do you want to read it?
Yeah, that's right. I'm just reading it as well.
Okay. Okay, so he wants us to create these. It's already created, or I have to create these CSS? I have to create.
I'm just looking. So in the star sheets.
Application default. You just want us to add these, right?
Yeah, looks like we need to add it in to the default one.
Okay. Let's copy. Table movies. Save.
Yeah, that looks right.
Do you need to? I didn't notice any difference. Movie time by yellow.
Yeah, it's not going to make any difference to the app yet because we haven't added the link into the actual view yet. It's not going to update the Heroku one yet either, but to run the local development server.
Oh, I see.
All right, but we haven't done enough for it actually to show up yet. So what we need to do now, let's have a look. So back in under app and views and movies and index.
I have a ham file.
Yeah, and have you looked at Hamel before?
I saw it, but I've never worked with it. But it's understandable.
Yeah, okay.
He had movie button. Seems very compact. I like it.
Okay, now what do we need to do? We need to do a link to all right, so on the table header here for movie title.
Yeah.
Instruction set, we're going to change that to a link. Oh, so we're going to do both. We're going to do sort by movie title and also the release date. Okay. Any ideas?
No, I'm a little bit lost. So what are you going to do now? The link, sort.
Okay, so you're in the same file as me. I'm looking at the index HAML file under movies and views.
Yes, I've opened it. Okay.
Okay, so on this movie title, we want to change that to a link to do something.
Movie title.
All right, so what do we want to do? We want to link back to the controller. Let's have a look under the controller. So controller, movies controller, and the index. So now I'm under app, controllers, and movies controller. All right. So when we go to that view or this route, basically movies, it comes to this index controller, and this is where the data is coming from. Right. So we need to do something within this index part of the controller to allow sorting. So the sorting should happen here, and then we can work out how to link to it.
So just this, just type sort, and it's over.
Well, we're gonna tell it what to sort by as well.
So how do you know that you need to sort? I didn't see it. Did the instruction said to sort?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, this is what the instructions have told us to do. What the instructions are saying is we've got to change the column headings and movie title and release date into clickable links. All right. So when you click on movie title, it should sort. It should sort all the movies by title.
Okay. So we need to sort by title as the user click.
Yeah. So if the user clicks on the movie title header, then we need to sort by title.
Okay.
And same with release date.
The title, rating. I see, but how can we detect that the user click on the?
Well, we're going to change it to a link. And maybe put a parameter saying sort by movie title.
Movie title was successful create.
Do you mind if I have a try at doing this link? I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it exactly right.
Okay.
So in in HAML. So I'm just on this view page, so the index HAML file.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so what we want to do is we want to create a link to, we want the text to be that. And I'm just going to look up the Rails link to helper,
Okay.
see what the fields are.
The fields. The fields are tile, rating, description, release underscore date.
All right, I'm just going to try that. I don't think it's. I haven't tried to do the sorting yet.
Uh-huh.
But if we start our server again.
Okay.
See if I've created the link properly.
Oops. Got an error. The code is wrong. Oh, yeah.
All right, I've lost my link to actually get into the server now.
Yes, it happened to me the first time, but the second it worked. I don't know why.
How do I?
Well, but it worked. It has a link now.
It is a link now. Okay. So what we need to do is change that link to have a parameter with it. So for sort, so that we can get it to the controller.
Okay, so it's going to the movie, right? Movies path.
Yeah, so if you click on it, where does it go? It just goes back to that index page again with the list of movies.
I beg your pardon?
If you click on that link now, so if you click on the movie title link, where does that link go? Does it go back to the index page with the list of the movies still?
Oh, it's going to the movies link.
Okay, well, I think that's right. We just need to add a parameter to that link now. So let's try and work out how to do that.
So I'm going to the moves controller, right?
Yes, that's going to the index action in the movies controller. All right, so I'm just going to stop the server for a second. And if I go back to movies path, I'm not sure if that's right. I'm not sure if that's how you pass a parameter to it. Server again. I'm not sure if we need to stop and start the server each time, but just trying to get that link.
Maybe. Okay. Should I click on the movie tile? Sort by tile.
Oh, that looks right. Okay, so see how we've got that parameter in there now?
Yes.
All right, so now we can use that parameter in the controller
Okay.
to actually do the sorting.
So where did you put this sort on the index? Oh yeah, sort
Yeah,
by.
I have. Yeah, I haven't actually done the sorting yet, but I've got the parameter in there, so we should be able to pick up that parameter on
Okay,
the.
I have a doubt. For example, you see on line 8, you put movies underscore path, and on
Yes.
line 18 you have movie in the singular. So it worked. How? What's
Okay.
this?
Yeah, this is sort of these automatically generated Rails things. The movies path is basically the index path, so it lists all the movies. The movie path is just a single movie, so that would go to just the one movie, not all the movies.
I see. Okay, I got it. So now you're going to the index, right? The controller.
Yeah, that's right. So now we've got to go. Now I think I don't know if I have to stop the server again, but I'll stop the server. So if we go back to our movies controller now. Now, so you've already added in this sort, have you?
Yes, I have to check before, right? To check
What was it?
Parameters.
Yeah, that's right. We need to try and check a parameter, and if it's title, we need to sort by title. All right. So how do we do that?
So sort by title. So the we need to know we're going to have title, rating, description, right? Every field of the rating, release date, right? Or info.
Yeah. So we need to be able to do. The next question is to do the title or the date.
Okay.
All right. So if we do sort I equals params. All right, so that should pull back title now.
Okay, so then we use these on the sort method.
All right, so what was this before? It was just movies.all? Is that right?
Not sure, let me check. Can you see my screen?
So hang on a sec. Yeah, I'm at your screen now.
Not the file I want. I had an abstract of some commands how to do the crude of the. I'm not sure. Yeah, not here. I don't remember. Never mind. Sorry. So how can we sort these?
All right. So I'm not sure if this is right. What I've done, I've created a sort by variable, which
Okay.
is pulling back the params sort by.
Okay.
All right, which is hopefully going to get. So in our case, we've passed title as the parameter. All right. So this sort by variable should hold title in it. I'm getting the movies the same way. So movies equals movies.all. And then I've tried to do a sort movies equals movies order sort by, if that sort by is something. I think. So I don't know if that's going to work. Let's run it and see what happens.
Order. Do they have this order function on the?
Yeah, order's active record command.
See.
Yeah, that looks like it works.
Oh really? Let me try.
We'll try that.
Yes, it worked. Great.
All right. So can you see how I've done that?
Yes, I saw it on the screen. So 2001 is the first line.
Okay.
So we should now we can use a case, all right, for the parameters value.
Sorry, say that again.
I mean that we can use a case statement for the value, no?
Well, I don't think we need to. So all we need to do now. So if we want to sort by something else,
Oh yeah, that's
we
true.
should just be able to pass that as the parameter.
Oh yeah, that's true.
All right. Now, what are the names of the fields here? So if I go to schema, and what's the other one we're going to sort by? Release date, it said. All right. So if I go to that, while that page is still open, that Rotten Potatoes page, once I've clicked on movie title, all right, I get the parameter there, sort by equals title. If I just do sort by equals release date, yeah, that works too. So okay, so all we need to do is change the parameter.
Okay. So.
All right, so back on the view, on the index view.
The index, yeah.
Okay, now just so the guys marking this have to see us making an effort to change every 15 minutes.
Okay.
Do you want to have a go at doing the release date one?
Okay. So just need to put this on the repeat.
Yeah, on the release date, not on the rating.
Oh yeah.
And it should just be, what is it? Just release underscore date.
Okay. And the more info should be description, right?
Well, I don't think we have to do anything. I think it's only title and release date we need to sort on.
Oh,
Make the column headings, yeah, movie title and release date.
okay. So should we restart run the server?
I think it's already running.
Oh, okay.
No, it's running. I don't know if we need to restart it. It had an error there though. Illegal nesting content can't be in both. Given on the same line. Oh, I see. Back on your on the view again. You've got the way Hamel works. So we're inside this table header. We're putting this link. Okay, you've got the release date outside that as well. All right, so you can just get rid of that. See how there's nothing at the end of the other th. We'll just get rid of that one.
So just remove this.
That's it.
Mm.
All right, just save that again. I'll see if I can. Okay, it looks like we don't need to reload the. I'll stop and start the server.
It's working for me.
Yeah, that's working. Okay, so we're getting somewhere.
Okay.
Now what's next?
So what if we click on the description again? So it's going to reverse sorting.
Oh, I don't think it'll revert. No, we're just sorting by.
Just that. Okay.
It's not going to reverse it at the moment. I don't know if that's another question we've got to do. Okay, now, so I'm just going through the next step we've got to take. So we've done that first bit. Important for grading purposes, the link that is the A tag.
Is there any RSpec test that you can run?
I don't know. It doesn't mention that in any of the helps. I don't know if we need to be running RSpec at the moment.
Okay. So we're going to part 2, right?
Sorry, what's that?
We're going to the part 2 now, right?
Where are we? I'm still on part 1, sorting the movies. I'm just underneath that first bit. It says important for grading purposes. The link that is the A tag for the sorting by title should have the HTML element ID, title, header, and the link for sorting release date should have the element ID, release date, header. Oh, okay, and we haven't done the highlight yet either. Right, so when it's sorted by title, we need to put in this the CSS class highlight. All right, so we've added that to the CSS file, but we haven't applied it to the. What are we going to apply it to? We're going to apply it to the th.
The default CSS?
Yes, so it's already added to the default CSS, but we need to actually add it to the HTML output now. Or the Hamel. All right, now with the. Would you want me to have a go at the first one? And then you can have a go at highlighting the next one?
Pardon?
All right. I've had a little bit of practice at Hamel, but I think we need to do. What was. Oh, highlight. we need to do highlight if something. How are we going to do? So what we'd like to do, if sort by is equal to title. All right, but now I think, I don't think we have that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to try and see if that works. Undefined local variable or method sort by. Okay, so this needs to be back on the movies controller. We've just got it. Sort by is just a local variable at the moment. That needs to be a class variable so we can see it in the view. All right, so we put a @ symbol in front of it.
Okay, I got it.
All right, save that. Go back into the view again, the index view.
Okay, undefined local variable. Oh, I need to put the @ on the view too.
Okay, that's still back on the controller again. We need an @ down here as well. Again.
Same error. Yeah, it's working.
Yeah, that looks like it's working now. Okay, now the other one it's saying is we had to put an ID. Now that's on the A tag. Okay, so that's going to be in our link to command. Now I think back on our view again, I think we can just do ID equals title header. ID colon title header. I think that's it. All right, now if I go back to, so I'm just back on the, oh, no, didn't like that. Illegal nesting, can't. Oh, no, I must have just been looking at an old page. Okay, so it does actually highlight now when I click on movie title. I'm just going to view this. Okay, yeah, I'm just viewing the source as well, and it does have the ID equals title header in there as well. All right, so that looks okay. All right, would you like to try and do the same thing with the release date link?
Okay.
All right, so we're going to do the same one. We're going to do the highlight class if it's sorted by release date. And what else was it? It was also release date header for ID. Now I'm just going to pour myself another coffee very quickly. Do you mind?
No problem.
Okay. I'll be back in about 5 seconds.
Okay, great.
Okay, back again.
Great. So I think that's it, right?
Yeah, that looks right. So class highlighted sort by release date. That looks okay. Now if you save that, so if I go back into our application. Okay, so I can sort by title, sort by release date. The highlight works on both of them. I'm just going to check the source and see if we've got those ID fields in there. So yeah, we've got ID title header and ID release date header. Yeah, it looks perfect.
Great.
Okay, let me just read the rest of this part 1. Process. Don't put code in your views. Submit the code for this part when you deploy on the record and supply your part 3 for now. Okay, so now it's just saying commit locally part 1 complete to the Git repo.
And what about these hints and K bits?
Which one?
There are some hints before this submission. I said.
Yeah, so saying I think we've done that already. So it's saying the resource path. So the movies. Yeah. Okay. So we've done the movies path.
Oh yeah, and these active record audio.
Yeah, and the params hash that we pulled out to get the title, the sort by. And don't put code in your views. We did the sort in the collection in the controller. All right. So I think we've pretty much done that and followed those hints.
And what about these? Don't put code in your views. Is that?
Yeah. We did the actual sorting in the controller. All right. So we've got sort of minimal code in our view, and the actual sorting and logic is done in the controller.
Oh, I see. So the code on the view, right?
Sorry?
Is this code on the view? Oh.
I think very basic code like that, just sort of one little if statements here and there is okay.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see any problem. Okay, so that's going to commit, right?
Yeah. So if you do a git, I don't know if you can do a commit straight from there, or you have to do an add first. I thought you had to do an add first. It's just saying a git commit -a.
Okay. Git add a, right? In Z.
Yeah, and then space. Okay, it's all done. So you should be able to do a git status now to see what. Well, okay, you do the git commit, and then we should be able to do a git status to see everything's done.
Okay. Okay, modify.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, we can just do the git add a is if you have files that you've just added. Okay, so we haven't added any files. We've just modified existing ones. So that's right. Yeah, yep. That's right. Run the git commit.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, so
I'm talking out loud and confusing you.
no, don't worry. It's good. It's good to talk. I just have a question. Is this the same as the git add? If you had a point like this, is the same? What's the difference between these and the A?
I think the -a recursively goes through all the folders. I'm not 100% sure, but normally I do git add the -a and then a dot after it.
Okay, so yeah, usually I use
yeah,
it.
I don't know. I don't know what the difference is. I thought one was recursive, or one adds more. Maybe one picks up the deleted files or something as well. I think the -a is more thorough somehow, but I'm not 100% sure.
I think they are the same. I'm not sure, but I think so because sometimes I use it git add. It's worked same way.
Yeah, okay. I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, no problem. Let's push to Heroku then. Git push.
Okay, so now what are we going to do? Part 2 we're on now.
Okay.
All right, so I'm just reading through part 2. It's given us some code we need to add to the top. It expects the variable all ratings. It's best if the controller sets this variable consulting the model. Class method of movie.
So now I'm going to add some filters, right?
Yeah. So we're going to add these filters at the top and then have a way to filter on them.
Okay, this will require a couple of pieces of code. We have provided code that generates the checkboxes form, which you can include the index, hammer, template. But you have to do a bit of work to use the code above. You can see it expects a variable all ratings. It should be an enumerable collections. Possible values of movie ratings such as B. Okay. The controller method will set this variable. Okay, so we have to copy this on the index hammer.
Yeah, that's right. Need to put that code at the top of the index. Or we get
So
some
it should be in the
fireworks going
top.
there or something.
So it can be anywhere. Or is it necessary to be in the top?
It'll need to be at the top. It needs to be above the table. So just looking at where they, so just above that it says just at the little screenshot they've got of the of what we're trying to do there. It's got the all movies heading at the top, and then it's got this little form where it's got the ratings, and then it's got the table underneath that. So we want to put it.
So it's in the line 3, right?
It should
Before
be. Yeah, in
table.
line 3.
Should I do some indentation here?
No, I think that's okay. So if you save that now,
Okay, so
we go back to our app.
So now it needs the all ratings.
Oh, sorry, we don't have our app. We don't have our app running at the moment. Yeah, we need to get that all ratings thing first before it'll work anyway.
Okay. So all ratings. So you're going to the movies controller, right?
Yep.
Ratings.
All right. Now this is where I was saying we should do it as a class method on the movie controller, movie model. I think that'll work, but that's not coming from the movie model at the moment. But that's okay. If we run it like that, I'll just start our application again. So if I go back to the Rails status, Rails server.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so our form is there now. All right, so I'm just looking at our application again. Our form is there.
Okay.
All right, so it looks okay. I'm just going back to the instructions. All right, so it's saying since the possible values of movie ratings are the responsibility of the movie model, it's best the controller sets this variable by consulting the model. All right, now do you want me to have a go at that, or do you want to keep going?
No, let's. You need to put this on this class method of movie, right?
Yeah. So did you want to try that, or do you want me to try that?
Where is the class movie?
That will be so under app and models.
App, in the models, yeah.
All right, so we've got a movie class there.
It's empty. No, this is the database, right? The active record.
Yeah, that's right. So it's empty, but it doesn't need anything at the moment because it's just using whatever fields are in the schema. All right, so we're going to add another class method to this class that's going to return those those ratings.
A class method. So just call all ratings.
Yeah. So how do you do? Hang on. Let me just look up class method in Ruby. All right. So to make it a class method, you just need to add self dot in front of the method name.
Okay. All ratings, right?
Yep.
Like this.
Yeah, and then just return that same array that we had before, I guess. We could do something clever and look in the database and pull out all the unique ratings or something, but I don't think we need to need to worry for now. I think just turn that. I just think return that same array that we've already got.
Yeah, that's true. So how can we? Let's see let's try to do the best way. I think. Would you mind?
Yeah. No, that's fine if you want to have a go at doing that.
Yeah, that's good. So all ratings. So maybe you have to make a distinct, select distinct right from the. So it's movie.all and get the ratings.
Let me just see. So it'll be just going to do some Googling for you. So active record, I think it's unique, distinct. Distinct query.
I did an abstract of these controllers, but these commands are the. But I've lost the file.
Okay.
I was on the. I had it at work and I got fired last week.
Okay, that's no good.
Yes.
All right. I think you can just do movie dot unique.
Okay. So.
And then in brackets the
G.
and then the field as a symbol, so colon ratings.
Like this.
Yeah, I think that's.
So now
That's it.
this all ratings is returning this, but when
Yeah.
where are we going to use this movie.org ratings? There on the index.
Yeah. Sorry, we've got that. It's a unique without the UE on the end, just UNIQ.
Okay. Without the A. I beg your
Yeah,
pardon.
without the U and the E.
Oh, okay, got it. So like this, unique.
Yeah, that's it.
So you should go to the movie controller, right?
Yeah, so on the movie controller, instead of just saying that all ratings is equal to that that array that we've got, we'll point it to this movie.all ratings instead.
Like this. Go to the movie controller.
Yes. Yeah, that looks right.
Okay.
All right, so if you save that and I try and run it, what happens? Okay, no.
Oops. Should we push to have it?
Okay, no, sorry. We're pulling out. No, but we're pulling that. That's retrieving the whole movie. We're not just pulling out the rating.
Oh, I see.
So how do we do that? So on our form now, instead of just a G or a PG, it's got a whole movie object there, which is not quite what we want.
I see.
Movie. Okay, so we need to just pull out the rating. Just looking at the active record help, it looks like pluck might be a good one to use.
No.
Do you mind if I have a turn for a second?
No, no problem.
Okay, what if we try?
What file are you using on the movie?
So yeah, I'm on the just back on the model again, the movie model.
Okay.
I'm just going to try if we do pluck ratings. So is it ratings or rating? If I go back to, I'm just going to look at the DB schema.
Yeah.
And it's rating. Maybe that was.
Oh, it's singular.
That's probably half our issue as well.
Yeah.
So if I do rating just like that, and we do unique like that.
So pluck is just to get one field, right?
Yeah, you can put in a list of fields. So I could put in rating and title or something like that, but we only really want one at the moment. So I've just put rating. Let me just try that. Yeah, that works. All right, so I'm back on our application again, and now we've got our form back. Now it's not. I don't know if it matters. It's in a different order. I don't know if that's a big deal.
So is it working? I didn't see it.
Yeah, it is. So back on our application again, and if I refresh that, we've got our form back. It looks okay. It doesn't actually. The form doesn't work, but at least we've got our form visible now, and we're doing it the right way. We're pulling out the ratings from the database instead of just returning the array.
So how can I test it? Just run from the. Did you run the? It's running the server, right?
Yeah. It's already running. So if you just go back to the, have you still got it open, or did you close it?
I think I closed it, so that's why.
I'll just so we don't have to stop and start it again. Just on that
Okay.
movie controller, I'll put the link back in for you.
Yeah.
So you should be able to grab that.
Okay, it's loading. So it's not filtering, is it correct?
No, we haven't done the filtering yet. All we've done is put that form on the page.
Mm.
We haven't done it. We've got to go back to our controller now and work out how to actually do the filtering. All right. So if I'm just having a look. If I click on some of these boxes and hit the refresh button.
Oh, I see. The zero rating is just to return the. Yeah, I got it. Sorry,
Yeah, we haven't actually done any filtering yet. We're just all we're doing. That all ratings thing was just getting the ratings out of the database. Just the list of ratings.
Okay.
All right. So back in our, what have we got to do now? Back in our movies controller, we need to work out a way to filter. You got some calls coming in, do you?
There's just alarm telling me to take some medicine. Let me just get it. I'll be right back.
Okay, sure. All right, I'm just going to keep reading these instructions.
Okay, hold on. You need to be very fast. Okay, I'm back.
Okay. All right, so we're going to work out a way to actually do the filtering now. Now I'm just skipping ahead a little bit. I'm just looking at the important for grading purposes. We need to add some. We need to add an ID to the form, ratings form, and we need to add an ID for the submit button of rating submit, and also an element ID for each of the ratings numbers. Okay. All right, so for the form, the ID ratings form. Okay, and each checkbox should have an element ID. Ratings.
Ratings submit.
All right, I'm not 100% sure if that's right. I think that's it. Checkbox tag, and then if we do ID. That's right. So I'm just getting back into the application again. I'm just gonna view the source and see if those IDs actually came through. Okay, so form ID was ratings form. That looks right. And the submit. There's ID rating submit. That looks right. And the inputs. No, it's gone into the value for some reason. Just going to take that back out again. I think that's setting the value. Yeah, okay. The ID is already there. That looks like we don't need to do anything for that one.
Rating.
Okay. All right, so now we're going to try and work out how to do the filtering. Would you like to have a go?
Well, I can try, but
Yeah. Any
I
ideas?
I don't have the problem is that I don't understand this HAML very well because I've never worked with. So I understand that they have this form, but what about this include colon? Is this a command for HAML too?
Yeah, good question.
So
I don't know. Yeah, I can see what you mean. I don't know what that include line means.
I see. And what about these? Because you know this all ratings, it's not in the same level of the indenting, you know. And this submit
Yeah, so
tag.
HAML works off indenting. All right. So the leftmost thing here is the form. So everything indented inside that will be inside the form.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you're right. I don't know what that include means. All right.
Okay.
The next line down is a loop. So we're going to go through the all ratings variable which we've set up,
Mm-hmm.
and then indenting again. So everything indented inside that would be inside the loop. So we're going to print. We're going to just print the rating, which is just the string, and we're going to create a checkbox. We're going to create this checkbox tag is a Rails helper. All right, so it's just going to create a text box and link it to this ratings that we've set up.
I got it. And then
All right.
the submit.
Yeah, and then outside the loop, we're just going to put a submit button at the bottom. And again, this is just a Rails helper. So the submit button is going to be refresh, and I've just put in the ID. All right. But I think we've actually finished this part now. I think just the form part anyway. I think what we've got to do now is actually go back to the controller and work out how to do the filtering.
Uh-huh.
All right. So on our actual application, if I click some buttons, I'm just back on our application again. I'm just clicking some checkboxes. Hit the refresh button. All right. Now, because the form we've set up is a get rather than a post, which means that we're going to put these. So get is that means we're going to put in the parameters into the URL again rather than doing a post. And you can see that on the application. I've also got up there. Yeah, so I've got ratings G equals 1, ratings R equals 1. All right, so we're going to work out a way to use that in the controller.
So what page are you in the controller? Movies controller, right?
Yeah.
So how can you get these the data from the form of these params and get?
Yeah, it'll be the same way we got the sort by one. So it'll just be params ratings with an S. But whether it's in a format that we can use straight away, might need to do some. So we need to grab it by using the params and then probably do something to it to get it in the right format that we can use it for a filter. All right, so I'm guessing what we're going to need to do. See, we've got the line movies equals movie.all in the controller.
There is a a command that it's dot includes. Is it what we need?
In active record.
Yeah. I'm reading the active recording documentation.
Okay.
So where it's going to create SQL that is equivalent. So select.
Well, it's saying in the hints that we should use movie.where.
That way.
There's various options. I don't know if I don't know if it's the same thing. Users includes address.
Includes article. I think this include is like the join.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I think that's trying to join to another table.
Yeah. So that's where. That's it. So we choose this dot where. So we should put an array like this, a string, because if you're going to use a filter, you can say the field, a column, and the value. So we're going to receive more than one value, right? Because it's the user can select more than one rating.
That's right. Yeah, so we want to. What do we want to do? We want it in the format where ratings. So if this was just normal SQL, we'd say we're rating in, and then say another. We need an array there, so rating in like PG or G or R or whatever it is.
Yes, that's true. In a set, right?
Yeah, but yeah, I'm guessing our hash isn't going to quite be right.
Yeah. It's just like an array. Let me show you. Can you see my screen? On the Google Hangout.
Yeah.
So maybe it's something like this. And where and the field is going to receive a we pass an array.
Yeah, I think that's what we need to do. So is orders? Come on, look at this one. Is orders underscore count is a field in the database? Must be.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So we need to do ratings colon and then the
So it's exactly like the way you said it. Take a look at down on the equivalent
yeah
SQL. So
yeah.
1, 3, 5.
Okay. So we need to do that. So we need to do movie dot where rating in.
So we need to first get the value of the parameters of the.
That's right. So we need to get the ratings that the user has clicked.
And put that on an array. So how can we do that? Did we need to change anything on the?
Well, I think we can just start by doing. Maybe we need to do some actual. We might need to do some printing of what's actually coming through so we can see. And I think we can just do port. So if you grab the what are we doing here? What are we going to call it?
What page are you on the index on the controller?
I'm looking at the controller. So the first thing we need to do is grab the params ratings. So same way we've done the sort by there. All right, we just need to create another variable ratings equals params, and then grab the ratings. I think it's going to be ratings with an S. All right. So do you want to try that?
Okay. So what's the name of the field of the form?
Oh, sorry. Okay. If I go back to the
Field is rating.
index. Well,
I'm watching the
it's not. Yeah, it's not defined. We have to. We can just call it whatever we want at the moment.
Oh, I see. So
So
just
you can call it ratings filter or ratings or whatever you would like to call it at the moment.
We can call a rating. Let me check a rating filter.
Yeah.
Okay. And how can we do that? Just put a comma and ID after this checkbox.
Oh no, in the controller. So where are you back in the?
No, I'm on the index HTML hammer file.
No, that one's done. We've already done that part.
Oh really?
If you
what's the name of the even every checkbox? Don't we need to put an ID here? Take a look.
No, it's already there. So if you run the application and you view the source for that field, it's already done it. So that this checkbox tag helper, that's
okay.
already put the ID in for us.
Oh, I see. So the ID is rating and the. But is this a good idea to have a different name for each checkbox?
I think Rails takes care of it for us. All right. So if in our application, if we click all the text boxes and hit refresh, the actual parameters has come through. You can see it up in the URL. It comes up as ratings square bracket G, ratings square bracket R equals 1. All right. So they're all going to come back. If you just do in the controller, if you just pull back params ratings, I think it's just going to give us. I think it's going to give us everything we want. It might not. I think it's going to be in a hash rather than an array, but I think it should be a good start anyway. All right. So I don't think we need to do any work on the form. I think we just need to do it in the controller.
Okay. So let's just use the ratings. Okay. Go to the movie controller. Rating.
So you should just be able to do ratings equals params and then or ratings filter equals params and then ratings.
Oops. But should we use like this? No, without the brackets.
Without the brackets, just like that.
Oops. Okay.
All right. Now, I don't know what format that's going to be in. So underneath that, do you want to do a puts and then ratings filter? All right. So when we run that, it'll print to the.
Why is it's complaining about the syntax? Can you see? Oh no, it's okay now. There's a big delay. Okay, so we have this filter. It should be. Can we just test and put something like the rates inspect to see if it's working?
Yeah, sure. I was going to say do a puts so we can just print it, but yeah, if you want to do an inspect or something, then that's fine.
How can I do that here on the? I have to put that on the index.
Just straight. No, you don't need to do it on the index. Just straight under that line. Or you could do it on the index. Either way.
Okay. We can put anywhere on the file.
Yeah, if you put it in the controller, if you do like a puts command, if you do puts ratings filter and you put it in the controller, it'll just print it out to the shell we've got running.
Mm-hmm. No, what I want to know is, for example, I've never worked with this Hamel, but if it was a HTML file, I should be,
Yep.
I should put the Ruby code between the bigger and less than in with the percent, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can do that same thing. So if we wanted to, if you well, I'll
Yes,
you go back to the
I'm on the Hamel file,
index
so
bar.
where can I put anywhere? It's like here.
Oh, we can just stick it at the top. If you do an equal sign,
Okay.
I think you just do
It's the variable like
brackets,
this.
maybe.
Oh.
Brackets, maybe. Oh, sorry.
No problem. Okay.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think you don't need the square. Sorry, the braces.
You don't need.
I'm not sure.
I think we
Should we
need.
just
I think you
should
are
we
right.
save it and try it? If it breaks, then we'll do it the other way.
Okay, so I save it. Let's try again.
No, syntax error.
Oops. uh, so maybe.
Try it without the curly braces.
Okay, let me delete them. Save. Yes, it worked. Can you see?
Yeah, yeah, okay. So we've got a hash there. So we've got instead of an array. So really, we just want the G, the R, the PG.
So
Sorry.
can we just use something like this to array?
We'll try. So save
Okay.
that.
It worked, but take a look. It has
Yeah,
the
it's an array, but it's still got the extra stuff we don't want.
yeah.
What about just keys?
Yeah, we can just get uh the keys and use the dot join. Is it? No, the join is going to concatenate everything.
I think that's it. I think we just need the dot keys. I don't think we need to do anything else. That works. That just pulled back the G, the R, or just
Okay.
the ratings. Yeah, that's right. So that's given me an array just with the keys in it. All right. So if you do that back in the movies controller.
Uh-huh. Okay. So now we got the you have to use that dot where and the filter
Yeah.
column and the okay. Okay.
Yeah, I think at the end of where you've got your ratings filter.
Just type here again and see. So I'll choose. It's here. Movie dot where, and need to
Yeah.
put the file. So what's the name of the? It's rating, the singular, right?
Ratings. Yeah. Rating. That's right.
Rating, and then the rating filter. Like this.
Yeah, but that's still that's still in the that's still the hash. So we need to do dot
Oh yeah,
keys.
that's true. Can you type? Yeah.
Yeah, it should just be dot keys.
Okay. So moving dot where.
Okay, so yeah, this is going to. Hang on, what are we doing here? So there's going to be. We need to check to see if we do have anything in the ratings filter.
Mm-hmm.
So if we do, we're going to do this. We're going to do this filter. If we don't, we're going to do the
The all.
movies equals all. All right, so we need to do some sort of test to say if ratings filter is empty, then we do movies equals movies.all, else we do movies equals movies where this one, I think.
So how can we do this? Test we have to test if the params ratings.
Yeah, well, do you want me to try that? I'll have a go.
No, yeah, you can try. Let's change.
Okay. All right, so if we go, well, let's see. So if ratings filter
Is empty? No.
is null? Is nil? I can't remember the command. I think I've got the syntax right, but I'll.
We can test if the params is empty. No, because what if we don't select anything? What is going to return?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is nil. I'm not sure what's going to come back. Whether we can do.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's nil. You're right.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But either way, it should. Either way,
Just tested here, and I got an error. It said undefined method keys for nil, so it's going to be nil for sure. Seems okay to me.
Does that look right?
I think so.
We'll go back to our undefined is nil.
Is nil. Well, okay, just let's try this. Show you. This.
Oh, it's just nil. Nil question mark, not is nil.
Like this?
That'll work, but we can just do nil like that.
Yeah, but there's a problem because if we got nil, we can't get the nil dot keys. So
yeah, so if it's nil, we'll do that one. Okay, if it's not nil, we'll do this one.
Nil. Just
so, yeah. So we're only checking for the keys inside the else one.
Mm-hmm. This file ratings.
Okay, it looks like it's working.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm having a problem here. You know why? Try.
Oh, hang on, it doesn't work for the ratings is not coming back as nil.
When it's empty, right?
Yeah, so that is nil is not working.
If rating.
Oh, sorry, no, I think it was working. So where it's breaking on the index hammer because we're still trying to print ratings filter dot keys on the HTML. All right, so back on our view, if I get rid of that debugging line we've put in there, Try that. Okay, now it's working.
Yeah, seems okay now. Great.
And we can still sort. Oh, but when we sort, we lose our filter, which makes it okay.
I beg your pardon?
So just running our app now. If we do we can click on the boxes, and it works okay. It's filtering them properly.
Okay.
But if we click on one of the title headers to try and sort it, it just goes back to the full list again.
Yeah.
Now, whether that's something we need to do or not, I'm not sure.
I see.
Okay, no, it's all right. It says that's coming in part 3. All right, so I'm just looking at the hints and caveats down the bottom, and it says should be sorted, but do not need to be limited by the checked ratings. We'll get to that in part 3. Okay, so I think that's all right. I think we're looking pretty good. So if we deploy that now to Heroku.
Yes, sure. So let's stop the server, right?
Yeah. So stop the server.
Stages.
We're going to do
Okay.
All right, so we're going to do a git add and a git commit.
Yes, add in a Z, right?
Yeah.
Pairs. Okay. Commit. So not git commit. Let's say git Heroku, right?
No, you can do a git commit.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you need to do the git commit first. I don't know what it pushes.
Oh yeah, that's true. The Heroku is for the push.
Yeah.
Git commit. And what
So
did we do? Adding
part 2
filters.
or part 2 done.
Yes, part 2. Okay. And git push. Git Heroku push, right?
No, git push.
Git push. Git push.
I mean,
Heroku.
normally, yeah, that's it. Heroku master.
Okay. Like your accent, looks like a British English. It's good.
My accent.
Yes, it's similar to British English. It's different than American. It's easier to understand.
All right, now.
Okay, it's let's see now. Open.
It works.
Great. PG. So what's these mean? G, R, and PG. I don't know. PG is for.
Oh, you don't have these ratings?
No.
Yeah, G is
general.
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 PG is parental guidance. So if you're under 13, then you should be watching it with an adult.
Okay. In R.
And R is restricted, so 18 plus.
Oh, I see.
It's missing some few, so missing a few. So there's normally M for mature, which is over 15, and then MA for mature adult.
I see.
Something like that.
So PG, it's for maybe it's above 13, and your parents should authorize you.
Yeah. So so PG would be for kids. Kids under 13 should be watching it with their parents.
Oh, great. Because in Brazil, we are rated for the age. So, for example, if you have a PG, so there is no PG. So they just say for 14, 16, 18. So they say the age. Yeah, it
Yeah. Okay.
sucks.
Well, that's much easier.
Yes, and sometimes it's there's some movies that are very should be restricted, and it's for 12. So I don't understand.
Yeah. Okay.
That's crazy. Okay, so I have to just put now the filter when we click on the titles, right? On the
Yeah. Well,
columns.
now we need to. That's part 2. So
Headers.
now we need to go to part 3.
Uh-huh. Okay. So then we click on the movie time or release date. Sorting those columns between checkbox. Just to remember these settings. Mm. The best way to do is remembering is to use this section hash. This section is like a flash. Except that also you set some in the section. It's remember forever until you know this section is section clear. So we should use the flash then. Until it came from the section of the some key.
Yeah. So it's saying store. So we store the sort by and the ratings in a session. How are you going for time? What time is it over there?
Oh no, it's 11:14, but no problem. I'm okay.
Okay.
What's the time there now?
It's 12 p.m. noon.
Oh, I see. Oh, you should be hungry. What time do you usually have lunch?
Oh, yeah, it's fairly soon.
So are we going to use the flash or the section?
I think the session. I think it's saying the session. The session is just like a flash. All right. I don't think it's saying use flash. I think it's saying use session.
Yeah, because it said that this section is going to be remembered forever. So we have to clean it later, right? So
Yeah.
when are you going to clean? Never?
Well, for now, yeah, I don't think so. I think what we need to do. So at the moment, what we're doing is we're pulling this information out of the params, and what we can do is when we've got it out of the params, we store it in a session, right? And then the next time we come back to this page, we can check the session as well.
Okay.
So we need to. What do we need to do? So I think the sort by should be okay, because that's just a single text string that we should just basically do an if it exists in the session, then use that. If it doesn't, then check the params and use that.
Yes,
The ratings.
the only thing I didn't like about this this way is because, for example, if you just select two values on the rating checkbox, and when you click on the refresh button, it's cleaning the checkboxes.
Yes,
So
it does.
that's not good because the user is going to, well, usually when I do this, I always load with the values.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know how to do this.
Actually, I'm just going back to look at part 2, and I think that's, yeah. So one in the hints and caveats, it says one of them is saying if the user checks, say, G and PG, and then redisplays the list, the check boxes that we use to filter the output should appear checked, which is what you're saying. So we do need to do that. So if we go G and yeah, so we need to work out how to do that. All right, so that's going to be.
Is it saying on the part 2?
That's on part 2. So we missed that.
Oh really? Where?
Under the hints and caveats, the second paragraph. Yeah, says if the user checks it, then the checkboxes that we use to filter the output should appear checked when the list is redisplayed.
Yeah, I see. This will require to modify the checkbox slightly from the version we provided above. First time the user page checkbox. So the user will see them always. Well, if it was on HTML, I would use the checked. There is a just use it word checked on it on the value, right?
That's right. And so if we look at this, there'll be a way to do it on this checkbox tag helper. So if I look that up.
Checkbox helper. Where you see it's a file on the project, or are you looking on the?
No. So I just did Google and I'm just looking it up on the in the Rails documentation. Type. Okay, so on the form, so the checkbox tag, if we if it has three parameters, the first one would be the what we've got. The second one is the value.
Can you share your
So,
screen?
Sure, hang on a sec. See if I can do it. Oh, can you see my screen now?
No, should I disable mine first?
I don't know. It says I'm sharing my screen. Or maybe click on my name at the bottom.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. All right, so I'm just looking at this checkbox tag here.
You were exactly in the same page I was.
Oh, are you? Okay. So I'm just looking at this. I think we need to add a value, and this this last parameter, the true, is whether it's checked or not. Okay, so in our case, I don't think the value matters. I think value can just be 1. All right, so if we go back to the
Yeah, usually when I have this, I use like this. I put all the checkboxes have the same name, but the value is going to be different.
value.
Yeah, so for example, that's what remember I asked you when you have to name those checkboxes and they were renaming. Every checkbox has a different name, underscore P, underscore PG.
Yeah, it does. So it's because we've
Usually,
done it as part of a loop. It's already done that. It's done the ID equals for us.
yeah. So usually when I do this in my HTML files, I used to do this same name and different values, but it's going to work anyway.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if the value matters on a checkbox. I don't know what to use value for.
Yeah, because it's different. Sometimes it's useful when you have exclusive checkboxes. Should be options.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, in our case, I don't think the value matters as much. I think we just need to get this this checked bit here to either be true or false, depending on if ratings has that value or not.
So you see that's what I was saying. If you want to check it, so you just need to use this check it equals checked.
Yeah, well, I think that's what this true is doing. So if that's true, it's going to put in this
checked.
checked equals checked.
Okay, so we have to put this true in each option is selected, right?
Yeah, if it's so in our as we go through, if that rating is in our ratings hash that's been selected, then we need to put a true. Otherwise, we need to put a false. So if we put a true, it'll be checked, and if we put a false, it won't be checked. Just try it. I've just put in the value of 1 and true, just on all of them at the moment. This true really we need to do some sort of test there to see if it needs to be checked or not. I'm just gonna run it. So I'm looking at Heroku at the moment. Yeah, our server stopped. Start up our server again.
Okay. Everything is checked. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I think that's right. I think we just need to. So back on that view.
So I just need to test the section value if it's equal.
Yeah, we want to do.
We need to save those checked on a section, and when you load the file, you need to check again, verify.
Movies controller.
So we have those because I don't know, it's going to use don't put your code on the view. I don't I always think about it. So
we have to do this in the view because we need to tell the checkbox tag what to do. So we just need something like a little one-line statement here. So it'll be something like.
So the ratings, yeah. The filter.
I don't think this is going to work, but this is the sort of thing we want to be able to do. All right, so that'll be true if our ratings filter includes the rating variable here. Okay, so this is why we're going through our all our ratings. So the rating is going to be this rating variable here. We want to say if ratings filter includes that rating, then it'd be checked. Now, I don't know if that's going to actually work. Let's see. Okay, it's nil at the moment, so it's not going to work.
That worked, no?
Not when there's no ratings. So if all the checkboxes are unselected, it doesn't work because it's nil.
Oh, I see. Checkbox. Can you use this unless and test if it's new?
Sorry, say that again.
And check the index file, what I type. Can we just put the unless there in the condition? It will work?
Don't know. Try.
So it's rating filter is going to be new, right?
Yeah.
Dot nil like this.
Yeah. Question mark. Yeah. Try that.
Okay.
Does it work?
Did you see what they did? If it's new, there is no option to select.
No, we've broken our form now. The page comes up, but the form, like, we don't have any checkboxes on there. I think what that's doing, that's applying to that whole checkbox line. All right, so it's not just it's just skipping that whole checkbox line. So if ratings filter is nil, it's not putting the checkbox at all.
Yeah.
So we need to.
Can we use, if you use a bracket here, is it going to understand?
Don't know. Save it. Okay. Yeah. Now we've got something. So see if that actually works now. Yeah. There we go. That's working.
Great. Because he was confusing about the line, right? So we just tell them, just leave this.
Yeah, that looks like it's working.
Great. Yeah. I'm doing good for a newbie.
Yeah, there's little things like this. Probably someone that knows what they're doing would be finished this in about 10 seconds.
That's true.
Gotta work it out. Gotta work it out and spend an hour on all these little fiddly bits. Okay, so now we've finished part 2. Now we can go back to part 3.
Great. Oh, okay. That's funny.
And there's probably 300 different ways to do it as well. So no idea if that's the right way to do it or not, but it looks like it's working at least.
Yeah. So with this code, we don't need to store the information on the section, right?
Which bit?
Remember, it says that remembering the option should save on the section hash.
Yeah. So this is where we need to put it into a session. All right. So would you like me to have a go this time? I don't know whose turn we're up to now. We're sort of been both doing it, so I don't know whose turn it is. But let me have a go. I'll type in what I think we're doing. All right. To store the sessions.
So what are we going to do? I'm a little bit lost.
Okay, so what it's saying, so at the moment, when you, on our application, so if you go away from the page or you click on the sort by titles, we're actually losing the other parameters. Okay, so when you fill in your checkbox and hit submit, it puts those parameters up in the URL.
Oh, I see. So we need
all right, but when you click on the
save, on the section.
When you click on the movie title, it puts the sort by up in the URL, but it's lost the ratings out of the URL. All right, and same goes the other way. If we sort and then fill in a checkbox and submit the form, we lose our sort by. Right. So we need a way to store the ratings and the sort by in the session hash, and then pick it up from there as well. All right. So to store it, and this isn't going to pull it out for us again, but if we do something like like what I'm doing here in the controller. Spell it right. All right, so that's going to, so each time we load the page, it's going to store whatever we've got here.
Okay,
right, so
and how are we going to retrieve that information?
yeah, so what we're going to do, I think, is, so we're going to try and pull the params first. If that's not there, so if that's nil, we're going to try and get it from the session instead. Something like this. I'm not sure if this is exactly right, but if we do,
oh, I see,
something like that.
I have a suggestion.
Yeah.
Let me show you. I don't know if it's going to work. Let me show you. I saw in a pair programming with someone something like this. Let me show you this code. I don't know if that's the case. For example, we have, if you do this, it's going to check this condition, okay? And if this is true, it's going to return this string. If this is false, it's crazy, and it's going to return. It's like this. This line is going to prioritize what's going to be first. So maybe we should use something like this section first, because first we're going to not first, but first we need to check the params. If it's not empty, we should get to receive retrieve from this section, right?
Yeah, that's what it's going to do here. So it's going to pull. It's going to try the params first. If that's nil, it's going to go to the session.
Yes, but if you use this or first this, I see. Yeah, then maybe it's similar like this, right?
Yeah, well, the two pipes is the same as all, but the all will take the last one. So if this one's falsy, it will go to this one.
I see.
So if this is nil, then it should pick up that one.
And this is okay. This line, the params, or
I don't know. I'm going to try and run it and see what happens.
okay, let's delete this, right?
Yeah, get rid of that one.
Okay.
All right, if we save that now, let's try it. So yeah, so I can sort and I can filter at the same time.
Great.
So that looks like it's working.
Nice. Interesting. So first, he's going to try to get the sort by. If this is false, it's going to take this, right?
Hang on, sorry, just come back to the screen again. Yeah. Yeah, so sort by, it's gonna try the params first. Okay, so if the params is not nil, so if it actually comes through in the URL, it's going to use that. Okay, because otherwise we're never going to be able to change it. If it picks up the session first. So shall we try it the other way around just to see? But if it picks up the session first, then you'll never be able to change the sort by.
That's what I think. It's Ruby is so amazing because if you take a look, this is going to return a string, right?
Yeah.
The value of the sort by.
Yeah. So in this case, so if we've clicked on title, this params will be title. If that's not in the URL, it'll just be nil. All right. So if it's nil, it'll pick up the sort by out of session, which would have just been whichever last one we were on. All right. But it looks like it's working correctly on the application. So I can filter. So I can put my checkbox in.
Yeah,
and it's kept my sort. And same thing.
Yeah, that's great. So is this part 3 okay?
I don't know yet. What else have we got to do?
You may go to this section. So is there any time that we should use the section .clear or no?
I think that's what it's getting at now. So now what it's saying, if you uncheck all the boxes, what happens then? So if I uncheck all the boxes. Okay, yeah, so that's where we're stuck now. So if you uncheck all the boxes, because we've stored it in the hash, you can't uncheck them, because when you by unchecking all the fields, it doesn't actually submit it. So then it always picks up that whatever we've got stored in session.hash.
Yes, it gets stuck.
Yeah, so now we have to work out if they've unchecked all the boxes, we need to clear that ratings filter session. Okay. All right, would you like to have a try at that one?
Okay, but I have no idea yet.
No, me either. We'll work it out together.
Okay. So when we check everything, so we have to test the params rating, right?
Yeah, let's see. We're gonna have to do something else. We might have to add.
So this is going to be new, right?
Hang on, sorry. Let me just come back to the screen. So at the moment, we don't have any way of telling whether params rating, that's going to come through nil.
Something like this. Take a look. I have to clear the section if ratings .nil.
Yeah, but what's going to happen? We don't know. So that params ratings is going to come through nil. Whether we're not going to be able to tell whether it's from them clearing all the checkboxes or from them, say, clicking on the
title. Yeah.
The title. Okay, it's going to do the same thing, and we're going to lose it. We're going to lose our filter again. So we need to be able to tell away from the form. It's like we need to have a maybe a hidden field in the form. So if the form does an extra ratings that's never empty, or I don't know, an extra field that was just so we know that it's been submitted. What?
That's difficult.
Well, I'm just looking. So when we unsubmit it, okay. So what we can do, if I'm just looking at the application here again, if we unselect all the boxes and we hit refresh, we've still got a parameter there called commit equals refresh. All right. So what we can do, we can say if params commit equals refresh, and the params ratings is nil, then clear the session.
I didn't I didn't follow you.
Okay, so we've got.
I understand that if I don't, if for example, if I select two ratings and click on the refresh, okay, so it's
Yeah.
going to
So can you see you've got it
the
puts the ratings parameters in there. So
the
you got
problem
rating.
is when I clean the checkboxes and click on refresh.
Yeah. You still got one parameter there called commit equals refresh.
Commit.
All right. So we can test on that. We can say when that commit equals refresh is there, and the ratings. If there's nothing in the ratings, then we do the session clear.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you're right. So if you do that session clear, if params ratings is nil, and you do and params commit equals refresh.
And params what?
So you can probably just, we don't do it anywhere else. So params commit I think will work.
Section dot clear.
And sorry, we only want to clear. Hang on, let me look at that help file again. Session, where was session clear? Oh, okay, so we don't want to do session clear. That's going to clear all the session. Okay, we only want to clear or delete the ratings.
Mm,
Okay, so we can keep our sort by in session. We just want to delete our ratings session.
okay.
All right, so that's session dot delete, and then in brackets colon ratings. And so just normal parens, not square brackets.
Oh, parentheses. Like this.
Sorry, I'm jumping back and forth between that. Yeah, that looks right. So session delete rating. Yeah. No, ratings with an S.
With an S.
Sorry, try that again. Session down here we called it ratings filter. This is the session we've stored here. This is what we want to delete. Okay, we want to delete the sessions
Oh yeah,
ratings filter. Yeah, that's right. If params ratings is nil, that's right. And it'll be params commit.
Parents what?
So square brackets
Commit.
and colon, yeah, colon commit.
Commit like this.
Yeah, that's it. Commit, yeah.
Mm.
And just so you can see where I'm getting this from, I'm just I'll paste in a line just so you can look at the URL. It didn't work.
Oh yeah, that's true.
All right, so yeah, so we get that one. Okay, so if we commit, and I'll do the same thing again without anything without everything checked. All right, so if I come back and paste that again. Right, so I've committed again without any ratings. So in the previous one we had a ratings there, whereas this one we don't. All right, so what we want to do if ratings is, and on this one here, ratings param ratings will be nil, but params commit is equal to refresh.
Mm.
Can you see that?
Yes.
All right, now I think having params commit is enough. All right, that just means if it's not nil, which it's not, but we could also check to see if it is actually refresh.
Okay, let's save and test this.
Oh, yeah, get rid of these 2 lines. I'll just comment them out. Oh, sorry, you're commenting them at the same time.
Okay, so save. Okay, Control S.
All right, let's see how we go. See if we've broken it now. Okay, we can sort.
Seems to be working.
And yeah, we can clear. So yeah, that works. So does that make sense to you, what we've done there? Can you see what we've done?
Yes. There is just something that I don't like at all.
You don't like it? Okay.
Yeah, let me show you. For example, if you click and you select some ratings and click on the release date, for example. So it's not going to filter. Is that correct? Because you should click on refresh first, or should consider it.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Now you need to, because it's a form, you need to actually click refresh first. If you just click on the.
So it's okay. It's not wrong, because you should click and refresh before, right?
Yeah, that's right. I don't think we can. Yeah, you'd need something a bit cleverer, like Ajax or something, to be able to just click on the checkbox and save it, I think.
I see. Yeah, seems to be okay. So are you done this part?
Well, let's see. I think that's it.
And what about this flash? I just don't understand when to use the flash and the section.
I don't think it's saying use flash here. It's just so what do you know what the flash is? Have you used that before?
No, I saw in some code. I think I saw here. Anywhere here. Like look at the create. See?
Yeah. What we could do. The flash is more like a one-off message. Like if you wanted to say, if you change this to, it's a bit hard to do when it's on a single line like this. But if you wanted to do like a message to the user to say, the session was deleted or whatever, you could do that with flash here. As an example, I'll just change it into a multi-line one. So you could do.
How did you do that? There's a shortcut for it?
I didn't. It might have looked quick. No, I just copied and pasted each side. No shortcut.
It was very fast.
It might have looked like I did it quickly because maybe there's a bit of a delay, but it was just copying and pasting.
Yes, it was very nice. I just saw the code. Wow, that's a shortcut.
You could do so. Something like that. All right. So that this flash will get stored just one time. It'll just be a message that the user, or we'd have to go back to our index and actually display this flash message now somehow. So if we go back to the index, and I'm trying to do this off the top of my head, I got no idea if it's actually going to work. Something like that. And I'll do, so if we wanted to do it in like just a little bit clearer. See, maybe that'll work. I don't know. but it's just if like when you're doing a database save or something like that, you might want to say, the record was saved, or you could do an error or something like that. All right, but let's see if that works. I'm just going back to the application now. No, it's just saying it every time. Oh no, there we go. So it's I can sort, and then when I untick all my checkboxes and do refresh, I get the session deleted message.
I'll have to uncheck everything, right? That's all the section delete. Great. So it's used for usually for messages.
Yeah. So when you're that flash will be there if you're say saving a record. That flash will be there whatever page you go to next. So you could do that once we get the templates and things like that. That flash could be up in the template heading. So whatever page you go to next, it'll say
Yeah, and let's say in that you can use flash dot keep. So it's going to be what's the difference between that and the section? It would be the same thing. Did you see on the part 3, in the end, on those hints?
to reader.
Right on the end, it says to fix this, use flash.keep right before your additional redirect. If your previous action place, save the flash to display after the redirect. So it's like you put the flash message and you redirect.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, but we're not using. Yeah. So normally the flash would only be there for the next page, and then it deletes itself. But it's saying if you're doing a redirect to, that redirect to, because it would be an extra page, an extra step, the flash would get deleted. So before you do the redirect to, you have to do the flash keep. But we're not doing either of those things anyway, so I don't think it's it's an issue here.
Okay, so we can just now add and commit the part 3, right?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, let's go to the bash. I'm going to stop the server. Okay.
Okay.
Keep status. Oh, maybe we should remove.
Maybe we'll get rid of these extra bits we added in. Hang on, I'll get rid of the flash stuff.
Okay.
Okay, so I've updated the view and the movies controller. So do you want to leave it like this, or do you want to put it back how we had it on one line? Up to you. It's the same thing. Doesn't matter. Just leave it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Just there's a comment. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so remove from the index. There's nothing.
Yeah, I've already fixed the view.
Okay, so let's go to the bash. Hit add. Okay. Add. And hit push. Commit first.
Yeah.
Okay. Git push post. Okay. Press F5. Yeah, seems to be working. Okay. Next, submission. So did we finish?
Sorry? Yeah,
Finish?
yeah. I think it's done. We're right to go.
How to submit when you are done. Be careful. Use HTTP and not HTTPS. That is submit. Deploying. So deploying is just the push we did, right?
Yeah, so we've got to push to Heroku, and that's it.
Yes, it's already. I've already tested. If you use the agile journey, that URL that it creates automatically.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's it. I think we just need to put that one in.
Yeah. So you're
All right,
done.
yeah. So I've just copied those files onto my own
Oh, sure.
workspace. So I've got a copy of them, and I'll submit that to my own Heroku and submit that. But yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, it's great. I think just I need to study more this Haml because I'm completely new to this. I don't know how to use it. I need to
Yeah,
study.
I've done a little bit of Haml before. It's been a while though. But yeah, some of these Rails helpers like the checkbox tag and things. It's yeah, I think it's you just have to look through the documentation.
Yes, but it's good. I don't think it's difficult. Just get used to it, and when I start doing more projects, I'll be like a boss.
Yeah.
Great. So I think that's over, right?
Yeah, I think that's it. So if you you can probably take us offline, take us off live again, and you should get. Actually, before you stop it, can you? I think there's a link at the bottom.
A link.
You can click. Where's the button? I don't have it. I think there's a way, like a little share button, and you can tell me what the URL is. It's on the Google Hangouts
Oh, sure.
page.
Share.
Can you find that?
Yeah, it says you are sharing your screen and showing to all.
Is there a little button so you can hit so you can tell me what the URL is, or maybe we've got to finish first.
The links.
Yeah, I just want to get the
The YouTube video. Yeah.
the YouTube video. Yeah.
Okay. Let me get. Great. Let me send you. Shit. Here.
All right. Cool. Thank you.
Okay, just copy it before I close the section.
I'll grab that.
Yeah, it was very nice, man, to do this exercise. I'm really enjoying this edX course because you can get in touch with different people, different point of views of programming. It's really amazing. We learn a lot.
Yeah, it's yeah, doing the pair programming is interesting, but yeah, it's good fun.
Yeah, it's
Some
great.
some of these, yeah, it's you get different ways to do things. I always end up with having done
Yeah,
it would a different way than what I would have done otherwise.
that's true. And even if you, for example, you say no, you already did the homework too. But if you're going to do it together, maybe I can. It's another way, good way, because you can compare the way you did with someone that didn't do yet. So it's really amazing. Anyway, I like it. Yeah, that's good.
All right. Yeah.
Okay,
Well, I'm going to
man.
go have some lunch now.
Yes, it was very nice and nice to meet you. And let's get in touch.
Yeah.
And
You too.
I'll add you on my hangout, and we can talk later.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Okay, hugs and have a nice meal, and bye for now.
Okay. All right. Thanks. Thanks for your time.
Yes, you too. Bye bye.
Okay. All right. Bye.